I'm currently the membership chair of the Canandaigua PTSA, and I'm here to voice our support for LGBTQ+ students and their families, as well as the district's current diversity, equity, and inclusion plan and practices. I'd like to share the position of National PTA as well as the Canandaigua PTSA. We recognize that LGBTQ youth who experience rejection based on their identity face serious health risks, including being over 8 times more likely than their peers to report having attempted suicide, and over 4 times more likely to report high levels of depression, and 3 times more likely to use illicit drugs. Conversely, LGBTQ young adults with increased support and acceptance have significantly higher levels of self-esteem, social support, and general health compared to their peers with lower levels of acceptance. Startling statistics from the CDC show that suicide as of 2017 is now the 2nd leading cause of death among youth ages 15 to 19. Furthermore, 14.6% of high school students identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or unsure of their orientation. And additionally, nearly 2% of high school students identify as transgender. To bring that home, that's approximately just 180 students at the Canandaigua Academy. The American Psychiatric Association affirms that lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, or questioning is not a disease, disorder, illness, not a deficiency, nor a shortcoming. The APA, the American Academy of Pediatrics, and Trevor Project have also found that orientation or gender identity change efforts are not only ineffective, but dangerous. National PTA and Canandaigua PTSA promotes the protection of all youth, especially LGBTQ and other at-risk youth and their families. PTSA must be empowered to advocate and support for policies that would protect our youth and families from any unproven or dangerous practices. We also must educate the community about research-based findings and the harm caused from trying to use any efforts to change a child's orientation. It only takes one supportive adult to make a difference. And here in Canandaigua, we have so many more than one, and I am really, really grateful. We must work together as an educational community to support LGBTQ+ students to ensure they are safe, know that they belong, and are prepared as well as their peers for the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Sarah Hamlin, please.
Hi, I'm Sarah Hamlin, 159 West Gibson. So I live in the city of Canandaigua, and I'm a mom of a high school student. And I just wanted to come at the start of the new year to thank you for all the work that you do, you and everyone in the district, and what you do for our community's K through 12 students. Just want to tell you I admire your wisdom and your courage in standing up for awareness versus denial, curiosity versus suppression, bravery versus fear, and compassion versus anger. We are now in a world where what so many of us were taught were the norms are being broken open and the light is now shining in. It can be awe-inspiring, but it can also be unnerving. It can be challenging, and it can enliven us. But that is the reality of change and growth, and we're all in it together, one way or another. So thank you for being open to public comment. Thank you for addressing concerns, asking yourselves hard questions, hearing hard questions, and always keeping an open mind and an open heart. We all want what is best for our own children and for the community's children. I appreciate the high value this district places on diversity of ideas, as well as the diversity of people and experiences. I appreciate the high value placed on rigorous academics and critical thinking at every level of school. And so I so appreciate that above all, you and everyone at the schools work so well to create an environment of acceptance and opportunity in which all students can flourish. We will be a better world for having these kids become our newest citizens. Thanks.
Thank you. Next, Michelle Tourget, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Good evening. And I just want to say that was beautiful. And I echo everything she says, for sure. My name is Michelle Torge. I'm on 128 Kennedy Street, and I'm the mom of two children, elementary and primary. And I did say while I was up here, I was going to give a shout out to my daughter Christina, who's a finalist for the spelling bee. So if anybody attends, it's Tourje. So I did feel compelled and obligated to come to the board today with something a little bit more unpleasant, and I do appreciate the request to not bring up names and so forth, but I do have a son experiencing bullying, so I just wanted to bring bullying to the forefront a little bit for the board. And it's tough. It's tough. He's been. I'm not going to go into great details of the fact that he's been stabbed twice in the past month by a student who's made weapons out of school supplies. You know, and I just think at the end of the day, again, so that's not to go into specifics, but I appreciate, as a mom who has worked with her kids through issues in school, and there's always issues. The seriousness, and I hope to work with administration on coming to a acceptable resolution to this. And I just ask the board, you know, when you're focused on policies and budgets and, you know, everything you do. And I know inclusion, I'm so thankful that inclusion is such a big part of what Canandaigua District does and works towards. I just ask that you keep safety of all students in the forefront as well. Thank you.